So there we were, having a nice time walking around the show, and then we get dragged in by these fools.
Welcome to our new house.
I'm gonna hide this over here.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
So I just want to add a little mention here that there's no floor vents.
Here's something I learnt today, something new. I mean, me, Natalie and Leslie will fit on here easy.
Plenty of room in the closet.
That's a really simple thing that would make our life so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favourite feature so far.
All right.
Because most people wouldn't care, but I think
It makes me wonder. Oh, it makes me wonder.
Welcome back to Brazen Brits. My name is Lawrence.
And I'm Natalie.
And today we are doing a tour of the Alliance
375 RD.
I keep forgetting it. Now, we were just talking, I was joking with Leslie, like, why did Alliance call it RD?
Well, because they already have RL.
So RD is for rear den.
Exactly, yeah.
And the RL is rear living.
Same.
It's still rear living.
It is.
Okay.
But it's more like a cave.
It is like a cave. So here's the big thing about this, and Dustin will correct me if I'm wrong. So this is very similar to yours, but this is 3.5 feet longer.
Yes.
And this is the coolest living room. Like, this reminds me of, you know, like the front living, like Solitudes, where they have you been in one of those where the sofas are all around? Yeah, and the Montanas have it. Yeah, that is like this, but this is the rear of the fifth wheel. So this is a 40-foot fifth wheel?
41.6.
41.6. Look at the size of the TV. That's like a 75-inch TV.
Huge TV.
Yes.
Wow. Both of these sofas are pull-outs on both. See, there's no handles.
Yeah.
Oh, sliders.
And they're pretty taut, so there's no opening when you're going down the road.
Exactly.
This is the back of the rig, right?
Yeah.
It snugs right in and locks back in. Yeah.
So this is the bouncy part. That's very
And
cool.
that's an amazing size TV.
Huge TV.
That is huge. And a soundbar, built-in soundbar.
Would you like me to show you a couple of the features? The newest features?
I would. You're obviously Alliance
Ambassador.
Yes. That's the word I can't think. We're not ambassadors.
They gave me a shirt and everything.
I can see that. I just noticed that. Like, do we get a shirt? How do I get one of those?
I can probably get you a shirt. Really? Yeah.
I'll turn up in my Grand Design with an Alliance shirt on. Yeah. So what are the? Okay. Is there anything specifically Alliance here? Like they do cool stuff.
They do
that
really
other
cool
manufacturers don't. So what would be like the top 3 things you would pick out?
Well, the seamless transitions on the slides. So
That's
you won't
true.
see carpet, you won't see transitions in the slides. So it makes it appear as though the RV is a lot bigger and wider. You don't have those little lips or step ups or the carpeted transitions.
We do in ours, and it's very irritating. It's
Yeah.
literally like 2 or 3 inches, and it's a step up. So yeah, I have noticed those.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
The huge windows, lots of natural light in here because of the drop frame windows that Alliance uses, which lets a lot more light in. And they don't do the seamless windows, they do the regular windows so that you can actually open them up and get a good breeze through, because the seamless windows just kind of rock open at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's hard to get airflow through there.
Interesting. They've done that since the beginning.
Since day one. Yeah.
Both of those things.
Yes.
Since day one. Okay. Number 3.
The 3 air conditioners.
Oh,
3 air conditioners in a fifth wheel is they're one of the only ones in the industry doing that.
And I was having a look. I don't recognise these air conditioners. They're not the normal ones that you would have. Are these what you have in yours?
They are, and they've been using these unducted drop air conditioners, the Coleman Mach 3s, in all theirs since they started.
And yours have been fine, right?
Oh yeah, they're great. Yeah.
There you go. Top 3
And
things.
another cool feature, the thermostat.
I didn't give you 4.
Oh, that's part of the air conditioners.
Okay.
It's part of the air conditioners.
Okay, fair enough.
To piggyback off of the air conditioners, the new thermostats in here will let you set it to heat and cool, so that if you leave for the day, if it starts off chilly, it can run your furnace, and then during the day it gets hot, you're not home, you got pets, it will automatically kick to the air conditioner, so you don't have to manually switch it from furnace back over to air conditioner.
Now that is cool, and I would love that, because especially when we have a home base in Florida, but when we're RVing here, Florida can be very cold at night. In fact, today is a perfect example,
It
right?
is.
It's going to freeze overnight apparently tonight,
Yeah.
but today is very warm and humid, so that's perfect. Okay, good call. All right, I'll allow it.
All right.
Here's something I learnt today, something new, is that Alliance, and I don't know if anyone else does this, this is the first time I've seen this, is they do colour-coded wiring. So Dustin was saying that when you buy it, you get a colour-coded map with all the wiring going everywhere, and every wire is a different colour, so you can trace it from like the fuse box to wherever it goes.
Exactly. If you're having an issue with your furnace, or you're having an issue with your converter or your refrigerator, all those are color-coded on the smart wire system, so you know exactly which wire to run down the problem.
Well, that's great, because when I changed our bunkhouse into an office, I really struggled with all the wires going there. In fact, it was funny because I thought one wire was coming from the fuse box. It wasn't. It was going to the slide. So when I finished all the electrics in my office and I tried to open the slide, it didn't work because I just kind of wired it into itself.
Yeah, and you're trying to actually trace it back by hand and follow it and hope you don't accidentally cross over to another one.
Exactly, yeah. So anyway, okay. That's my favourite feature so far.
All right.
Because most people wouldn't care, but I think Right, Dustin, show me where the magic happens.
Well, the magic happens back here in the king size.
Oh, look at this
bedroom with the walk-in closet. Tons of space back here.
USB charging. I like the little nightstands.
Yeah.
We like to take a drink to bed, so that makes sense. You've got your windows. This doesn't feel like a king, but it is, isn't it? This is a big bed.
Yeah, I think it's the RV king. Some of the floor plans will allow for a traditional full-size king, but I think this is the RV king.
No, this is fine. I mean, me, Natalie, and Leslie will fit on here easy.
Natalie gets to be in the middle?
Sure.
Okay.
To start off with. Obviously, not every RV manufacturer is perfect. They make mistakes and they make corrections. And even though we have a Schwintek slide in our office, we have never had an issue since 2018. You did have issues with your bedroom slide, right?
Yeah, and
that's
it's on Schwintek. And we've had a couple of issues with it. We've actually had that mechanism replaced twice now, and we're going to have it replaced again when we go up there this summer, because our Schwintek system has just it's just nothing but problems for us. And that's what Alliance has used in the past, but they learned, like you said, and they've now moved into the cable-driven slides on the bedroom slides.
Which is way more reliable.
Yeah, and it's an easier and less expensive fix also. We were talking to the Alliance team yesterday, and they told us that when a Schwintek motor goes out, it's about $800. And when a cable-driven slide goes out, it's about a $100 fix.
No way.
Versus an $800 fix. So way cheaper to fix the cable-driven slides, even though the cables, they could get older and worn during time and fray and snap, but when they do, way easier to fix and way more inexpensive.
So it's better for the customer who owns the rig and for them, because like they've been really good, and that's one thing that you guys have always said, and actually everyone we know who have Alliances, they say that the customer support is really good.
Yeah.
And so so even though they have been fixing it for you, it's still better not to have that issue.
And they didn't just jump into that. They get the customer-driven feedback from everybody. Yeah. And so what the cable-driven slides will do is it will allow a little bit more play. So that slide can kind of rock its way in. Whereas with the Schwintek, if it doesn't go perfectly in together on both motors at the same time, it's going to get jammed up and it's going to get locked up.
All right, so Dustin's just pointed out something very cool that I wish they would have done years ago. Go ahead, Dustin. Breaking news.
Inside of the storage bay now, you can control your awnings and your slides from outside. So it's better, especially if you're in a tight spot where you're jammed in a campground, there's trees, other obstacles. You can actually see the slides going in and out as you're controlling it from in here, instead of in there, up by your stairs, and you have no idea if you're getting ready to hit something or not. So you can control both the awnings on this side and slide 4 and 5, which are the slides on this side, and on the other side are the switches for the slides on the opposing side, so you can see those go out as well.
And that, like, honestly, that's a really simple thing that would make our life so much easier.
Oh yeah.
I like, because we try and get as close to the pedestal as we can, so that we have more, like, you know, living space.
Yeah.
And so Natalie will go inside and open the slide, and I'll just bang on the slide if she needs to stop.
The knock method. Yeah. If you get close, I'm going to knock and then stop.
Yeah, I know. Or what you could do is just do like some people do. They have like a broom handle and they mark it so that they know how far the slide comes out.
That's a good idea too.
We did that for a while, and then I think I threw it away, but whatever. That's genius. That's really cool.
It is a good feature. Good new feature.
So this is in the storage bay, which I particularly like.
Yeah.
If you need to get to the wiring or to the plumbing, how easy is that? I have like 35 screws I have to take off of mine to get back here. In fact, I didn't even put it back on. Mine is just open like this, just because I don't go in there often, but I like to be able to check. Sometimes I'll look in there and make it look like I'm a real man and I know what I'm doing, but that's about it.
But yeah,
but this is where Dustin was just showing me the wiring. So you could see all the different coloured wires. You can get to the back of the fuse box and everything just by flipping that out. That's amazing. Yeah. I'm going to let you put it back. Look, I'm even going to film because it takes 1 second. Don't screw this up, Dustin. You got it. Nice. Okay, and one other thing, quick thing here, is it has, and I'm nervous about this, but this has the valves, the electronic valves. Can you do this from your phone or anything, or it's just you just press it? It's not smart. You just press these and it opens dumps your tanks for you. Can you do that from inside, or it has to be here? I mean, which is fine. So it just saves you from pulling those levers, which ours are broken. Not broken, they're just like really tight, so I'm worried about it, but not sure. I'm very interested on whether these work or not, and I think the Brinkleys have this, right? And I haven't had any complaints yet, but we'll see. I'm not sold on them yet. So that was a quick tour of the Alliance Paradigm 375 RD. I had to look to see what it was then.
I still think it's Paradigm.
Paradigm. Okay, that's the Alliance Paradigm 375 RD. Love it.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
Gorgeous.
This is their newest fifth wheel. The layout is, and I think this is perfect. I was saying to Leslie, actually, one thing I would have done is, like, you know, like the Class A's or the Super C's have one massive slide that comes out.
Yeah.
I think they should make this one massive slide.
That's true, yeah.
I don't think the weight, because this side has like the fridge and the oven and all the stuff, so I think the weight would help balance it out. Obviously, I know more than the manufacturers, but you know, just saying. All right, anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you like this video. You can hit the thanks button because Natalie loves it when you do that. And you can hit the join button if you would like to come on Braziere and support a couple of tits, Natalie and myself. We will see you next week.